Genji can be an intimidating hero to pick up and play for the first time, which is why we are launching this course with 5 tips and tricks that you should know to springboard your knowledge whether a new or experienced Genji player. Tip number 1. The dash melee combo. Genji's melee attack will instantly cancel the animation of every ability he has, barring deflect. And this is why his melee hit is most often used at the end of a combo. For example, dash fan melee. Later in this course, we'll be taking a deep dive into Genji's combos, but for now, let's cover Genji's bread and butter finisher, the simple dash melee combo. This combo deals 80 damage in total and is a super quick way to execute low health enemies. Given every bar of health on an Overwatch health bar represents 25 hit points, spotting when an enemy has around 3 bars of health remaining is really quite easy, as seen here. So keep your eyes peeled and secure those free kills with this easy combo. Tip number 2. Countering support ults. Tracking enemy support ultimates, especially those of Zenyatta and Lucio, is a massive part of good Genji gameplay. Try to monitor how the enemy Zenyatta is doing. Is he dying often, or is he lighting up the kill feed and building that ult charge? Have the enemy team won 2 or 3 fights without Zenyatta using Transcendence? Well, then he probably has it available. Once you are sure that either Lucio or Zen have an ultimate ready to go, do everything you can to force them to use their ults before you pop your blade. This is crucial to avoid having the blade entirely countered. Do this by flanking the enemy Zenyatta alone, or ideally, by diving the Zen or Lucio with the help of your teammates like Winston or Hammond. 9 times out of 10, you will force out the Transcendence or Sound Barrier. Forcing out these key ultimates before you pop your blade is a skill every Genji player should look to master. And this leads on nicely to tip number 3. NANO-BLADE Mastery. If you make the mistake of popping your Dragon Blade into an enemy Transcendence, often the best thing you can do is pull back, accept the ultimate trade, and try not to get yourself killed. Throwing in damage will be kind of worthless. However, all of this changes if you have Nano Boost. The NANO-BLADE combo allows you to instantly kill 200 health enemies in one melee dash combo, which will deal a total of 255 damage in an extremely fast burst. As long as you are quick enough on the trigger, this will allow you to slay 200 health enemies reliably, right through Transcendence healing. Definitely practice the timing on this in a training lobby if new to Genji. Hitting your dash as soon as the sword swing has connected is crucial to pulling this off. Tip number 4. Deflect during blade. No one likes deflecting during a Dragon Blade, even though the attention of the entire enemy team is likely focused directly on you. So even though it feels bad, don't be afraid of popping the deflect while the blade is active. Now, the real tip is cancel your deflect early. This will keep your enemies from easily predicting when they are free to spam you with damage again. Cancel your deflect early by dashing to the weakest target you can see and continuing your sword swings. Or if your dash is not ready, you can cancel your deflect early by very briefly wall climbing, freeing you up once again to continue swinging the blade. Again, this topic is covered more deeply in our guide to Genji combos, so we look forward to seeing you there. Tip number 5. Never dash Lucio, unless you're scoring the kill. A good Lucio player is the bane of most flankers in Overwatch, and Genji is no exception. Your first impulse as Genji when popping your Dragon Blade will be to swift strike toward the nearest enemy support. However, Lucio's sound wave, more widely known simply as Boop, can easily leave you stranded, surrounded by enemies, and with no way to reset your dash cooldown. This is a horrible way for an ult as powerful as Dragon Blade to be counted, but it can and will happen unless you play around it. Simply put, respect the enemy Lucio. The only time he should be your first target with the Dragon Blade is if you are sure he has Sound Barrier ready and you are looking to kill him before he can use it. Otherwise, stick to easier targets. It also goes without saying that Brigitte Lindholm should also be shown an equal level of respect and fear. And we only focus on Lucio here, as he is more often underestimated by novice Genjis. So what did we miss? What crazy trick do you employ to carry your hapless team as Genji? As always, I look forward to reading your comments. I've been Tom from the Game Loop team. Have an amazing day, be nice to your teammates, and I will see you all down below.